Hello everyone, welcome back to our lecture series of GATE in Data Science and AI. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about Introduction to Logic, right? So in the previous few lectures, we have discussed about various search algorithms, that is informed search, uninformed search, and adversarial search. Now we will discuss about the logic part, okay? Basically, what is logic, or we can say knowledge-based reasoning, right? As a human being, how we can take our decisions, like based on our existing knowledge, we can draw the conclusions, right? Whatever we do, right, it is based on our existing knowledge only, right, and we can draw conclusions from that, right? So humans reason based on existing knowledge and draw conclusions. The concept of representing the knowledge and drawing conclusion from it is also used in AI, right? So same thing AI should be able to do, because based on the existing knowledge he should be able to infer or draw some conclusions, right, but for that he should able to understand the sentences, right? So what is sentence? A sentence is an assertion about the word in the knowledge representation language. So sentence is how AI stores knowledge and use it infer new information, right? So for example, if you consider these three sentences, okay, so first one is, if it didn't rain, Ravi visited Mumbai today. Second one is, Ravi visited Mumbai or Goa today, but not both. Third sentence is, Ravi visited Goa today, right? So if I just compare these two sentences, 2 and 3, so let us assume that all the three sentences are individually correct or individually true, right? But if I consider these two sentences, what I can say, because Ravi visited Mumbai or Goa today, but not both, right? So Ravi visited either Mumbai or Goa today, right? But not both. But from the third sentence, it is clear that Ravi visited Goa today. From these two sentences, can I say Ravi visited Goa today, but not Mumbai, right? So I can directly say from this. Also, if I consider this three sentence, like one, two, three sentence at a time, so what I can infer from this basically? So if it didn't rain, Ravi visited Mumbai today. But Ravi visited Goa today, right? So what we can conclude? So it was raining, so Ravi visited Goa today. So what we can conclude from this sentence? It was raining. It was raining, and Ravi visited Goa today, right? And Ravi visited Goa today, right? So as a human, by reading just three sentences, and I can draw a conclusion from this, right? So it was raining, and so that's why Ravi visited Goa today, right? So looking at just three sentences. But same thing AI should able to do, right? But the same thing AI should able to do. How this AI vision will do that? Based on the knowledge-based reasoning, based on the logic part, okay? Right? So in the syllabus, we'll discuss about propositional logic and predicate logic, okay? We'll discuss what is that. But I hope you understand the overall concept of knowledge-based reasoning. So AI should able to understand the sentences first, right? The first thing is that AI should able to understand the sentences, and then it should be able to draw conclusions from it, right? This is how this knowledge-based reasoning works. Okay. Now, yeah, so whatever we have discussed just now, so human intelligence relies on the reasoning process that operate on internal representation of knowledge as exemplified by knowledge-based agents in AI. Okay. So logic serve as general class of representation for knowledge-based agent, right? Enabling them to combine and adapt information for various purposes. Yeah. Suppose if we give some information to specific agent, that is a knowledge, that is AI agent, and it should be able to combine them and adapt information for various purposes, right? So yes, we have a propositional logic, though less expressive than first order logic, but offers fundamental concept and powerful inference technologies for building knowledge-based agents. So we'll discuss this, what is knowledge-based agent. So we'll just use KB for that, that is knowledge-based agent. Okay, so we'll discuss in detail about the knowledge-based agent, don't worry. Right? But in order to draw conclusions from the sentence, you should be able to understand the sentence first, right? It should be AI agent should be able to understand the sentence first, right? So there are two things. First one is semantic and syntax. Okay, syntax. Okay, so what is semantics and syntax here? So syntax is basically our sentence should be in a proper syntax, right? Say for example, I am saying just 2 plus 2 equals to 4, right? This is a proper sentence. I can conclude that, okay, 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. So this is the correct one. This does not make any sense if I write like this. Okay, so 2 comma 4 plus equals to 2, right? This. So this is not a syntactically correct, right, expression. This is more syntactically correct expressions. Also in terms of sentence or grammar, we can say, so I can say my name is Piyush, right? My name is Piyush. Can I say like this? Name Piyush is my. Can I say like this? Name Piyush, my is, right? This does not make any sense, right? This is syntactically not correct, right? Because logic must also define the semantics or meaning of the sentence, right? The semantics define the truth of each sentence with respect to each possible word, right? This is what semantics is. So if I just mention name dot huge comma my dot is the this doesn't make any sense, right? Because this is not a sentence actually, right? So it is not a syntactically correct. For example, the semantics of arithmetic specify that sentence x plus y equals to 4, right? Is true in the world where x is 2 and y is 2, but false in the world where x is 1 and y is 1, right? So this is correct. Like if I say 1 plus 1 equals to 4, this is basically a sentence, but this is a false one, right? This is a false sentence, right? But in general, what we can say in general logic, every sentence must be either true or false in each possible word. Either sentence must be true or false, it doesn't matter, but it should be syntactically correct, right? In order to get the meaningful sentence, right? This is what semantics and syntax is, right? And there is no in between, right? So this is what, okay, right? So we'll discuss this in detail when we discuss about the logic part, right? So I hope you understand the difference between semantics and syntax, right? Syntax will check, okay, whether the particular sentence is correct, grammatically correct, or arithmetically correct or not. This is what syntax will do. Semantics will ensure that whatever the meaning what we want to convey from a particular sentence, it is correct or not, right? So it will. So semantics defines the truth of a particular sentence, right? Okay. So what is syntax and semantics? So logic involves two key aspects. First one is syntax, which defines the structure and grammar of a sentences, and semantics, which determines the truth or falsehood of sentences in different possible words. Okay. So very important point to note about syntax and semantics. Now entailment and inference. So what is entailment and inference? Entailment is the idea that one sentence logically follows from another, right? So in the previous example, we have discussed, we have seen that from two sentences we can conclude one sentence, right? So inference process like model checking help derive conclusion from a knowledge base while ensuring the soundness of a derived statement, right? So sound inference procedure ensure that derived conclusions are always true if the premises are true. Okay. So completeness is the ability to derive any entailed sentence, which is crucial when dealing with the infinite knowledge bases. Okay. So as of now, just go through this particular points. We'll discuss one by one as we go through the course, right? So what is grounding knowledge? So the connection between logical reasoning processes and the real world is established through senses and learning, right? So senses create sentences based on the perceptual input like from environment, and while learning helps derive general rules from experiences connecting to a knowledge base to the real environment, right? This is what grounding knowledge is. Now what is real world correspondence? The logical reasoning process should ensure that derived conclusions represent aspect of the real world that logically follows the aspect represented by the premises, bridging the gap between representation and the reality. So just go through this particular point, try to understand, right? So we are going to discuss as we go through the courses, you will be able to understand in a better way, right? Okay, so what we can say in short? Ensure that our AI agent must be able to derive some conclusion or must be infer something from a particular given statement or information, right? So it should be able to draw the conclusions. That is simple as that from the given statement or a knowledge, right? But how this AI agent will understand this particular sentence and how it's going to derive the conclusion, this is based on the logic part, right? So in order to understand the semantics of a particular sentences, we use the logic part. Okay. So what are different types of logic that we are focusing on? So according to our syllabus, we are just focusing on propositional logic, and then we have predicate logic, right? Predicate logic, that is first order predicate logic only. So this mostly deals with or operator and operator, right? These are different various type of operator using propositional logic. This is negation symbol, right? Negation. This is basically or, right? This is or operator. This is and operator. This is negation. right? Then we have implies, okay? Then we have bidirection, okay? So what are those different operators, different symbols? We discuss in detail along with the examples in the next session about of propositional logics, okay? This is implies and this is basically a bidirectional, okay? So we'll discuss all the operators one by one with the proper truth table, with the proper examples, okay, in the next session of propositional logic. And here predicate logic, we use some quantifiers, right? We use some quantifiers. For quantifiers, we use symbols like there exist and for all, right? So this is the symbol for there exist and this is for all. Okay, this is for all and this indicate there exists. Okay, we'll discuss few examples based on this also, don't worry. So but at first we'll cover propositional logic in detail and then we will move on to predicate logic. So this is very important concept according to a gate exam. So you can expect one question based on this simple logic part itself, right? So okay, so that's it from this particular lecture. In the next lecture we are going to discuss about the propositional logic. Okay, thank you.